I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Paper Tiger. If you're new here, my name is Steven and welcome to a very snowy day in the month of March. Why is it snowing? I don't know. Why is my brother on top of my dad's truck? I also don't know, but today is the day I am swapping out the transmission in the Mustang again. And at this point, I'm pretty darn good at it, so I'm going to time myself and see just how fast I can swap this transmission out of the car. And Timothy has been staring at me the whole time I've been filming this.
Yep, it's what I do. It's my job.
What? Let's get a very, very cold start. She's alive! I don't know where the snow came from. It's the month of March. What's going on? What the car has been doing is it has been getting stuck in reverse and it has been grinding really, really badly, which makes me think the synchronizers are bad in reverse. Maybe I should have swapped. Oh, yep. See, whenever I first got the transmission, it was actually way, way worse. It was really bad, and it got stuck twice in the first week. Hey! Well, she's in the shop and ready to go, so let the timer start now. Hello, I am VoiceOver Steven, and I'm going to be talking to you about what we're doing and why we're doing it as we do it. Yeah, so the first thing you have to do whenever you're taking the transmission out of the Mustang is take the shifter off on the inside of the car. So I took it out and then we started getting the car in the air, but embarrassingly we forgot to take the negative battery cable off. So we got it all the way up in the air only to take it back down again, as you can see here in just a second. But once that was off, we were good to start looking at what needed to come off. Yeah. Shifter is off and here is our transmission, and it still looks kind of new actually.
We need to drop the whole exhaust or just...
Yeah, we gotta drop the... Well, we can probably leave the mufflers on, but we gotta drop the exhaust. We can probably just leave the mufflers on to hang. We can unbolt them here. Alright. Drop the X-pipe. Alright, let's do it. Like we said, we're just gonna drop the exhaust from the mufflers, unbolt it, and drop the X-pipe and the cats out of the car. And after that, we are good to drop the drive shaft out of the car, and unfortunately, that proved to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. They require a 12.12mm socket, if I remember correctly, and well, that was really, really hard to find, so I spent a good half an hour just trying to find one in the back room that we had, and eventually, I found something that worked, but while I was in the middle of doing that, David decided to start draining the fluid out of the transmission. I want to see just how dirty the fluid that comes out of this sucker is. I'm used to the ones that work where you can just kind of like grab them and they come up. Oh,
That's not good.
What? Oh, shoot.
Piece of debris.
Oh, man.
And that looks metallic.
I have no idea what that's part of. Oh, yeah, we got some metallic flake in there. It's not as bad as last time, but hoo-hoo-hoo. So what I'm referring to as last time is the first time that I dropped the transmission out of the car. When I bought the car, it had a junkyard transmission in it, and when we dropped all the fluid out of it, well, it was straight silver. It looked like this.
We gotta get this fixed up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is minty right there. That is not what you want. Make note that that was the first transmission we had in the car. Anyway, back to the time lapse. Everything is off of the car and we're starting to unbolt the transmission, and as soon as we get that jack underneath there, that sucker is going to come right out. Unfortunately, the jack that we were using didn't quite reach, so we had to lower the car down some, but after that, it was fine. All right, day one, transmission is out of the car, everything's taken apart. 2 hours and 4 minutes. I'm gonna come back, pick this thing up, and send it back to AutoZone where it came from. And we gotta get out of here, because Dave's gotta go to lunch. Shout out to, that's my buddy David. He is a genius when it comes to cars, and one of the smartest people I know, and he's been helping me a ton with this today. Could not have done it without him, to be honest. I can't do this by myself, man.
Day 2.
Okay, so we are back at the garage at my house. Excuse the mess behind me. I swear this garage gets dirty every 3 weeks, and then I have to clean it again. I really want my own shop, but regardless, here we have two transmissions. They are almost completely identical, except they do look a little backwards. This is the one that's going in it now, this is the new one, and this is the old one, which is getting shipped back. And the reason I'm filming this is because I do have just a couple of parts to swap. The throwout bearing and the arm here. The speed sensor, which is sitting right over here. I already swapped that. That was sitting in this one. And this is the reverse light switch, and that's got to get swapped over as well. Then I can send this one back to AutoZone. It's getting warranted. I actually have a new one that's sitting there waiting for me that I may or may not use, depending on if I rebuilt this one right. And this is the Cobra transmission with the GT back end on it that I'm going to be swapping into the car. All right, so I timed myself 15 minutes, which is actually a little bit longer than it probably should have. I was able to swap out this, and speed sensor was already done, which That took like 3 minutes, so I'll put that on my time. I'll say that it's just a total of 18 minutes. Problem is, I wasn't able to swap this. I was able to get it off of this side, but this clip here is pretty stiff and could not get it onto the pivot point there. So I'm just gonna do it at tech because I don't have a wrench that's big enough to pop this sucker off. That was not scripted. Why did you decide to move? All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my tech school. And we have the Cobra transmission ready to go into the car. Everything is looking pretty ship-shape to get this thing up there and bolted in today. I don't know how far exactly we're gonna get. We're gonna try our best, so start the timer, let's get her going. So unfortunately, this portion was a little bit more challenging than I think either of us anticipated. We spent a good amount of time just trying to get the transmission to sit right on the engine. Both of the alignment pins that kind of hold it in place while you're bolting it down are both jacked up, so getting it to sit in there right, without a clutch alignment tool, by the way, was quite a challenge. And eventually we did get it, only through sheer force of manpower, by which I mean Tommy showed up. Come back and the boys are already hard at work, so.
Give me the floppy thingy.
The floppy thingy? You're gonna have to be way more specific than
The
that.
one that goes on here, the floppy thingy. I can't remember.
A swivel?
Yeah.
A swivel, okay. My lord, the floppy thingy. Hurrah! Had another hour and 10 minutes at the time. With Tommy's help and his sheer determination, really, we were able to get the transmission in the car and bolted up nice. This was about the end of the school day, so we were hustling to get stuff done. We put the transmission mount in, we put the drive shaft in, as you see, and we were able to fill it up with fluid. All right, yeah, I'd say it's full. We're just gonna leave this gravity bleed overnight and just make sure that it's nice and level, so it's gonna be darn near perfection. And everything's looking pretty good. We got a lot done today, and add another hour and a half onto our timer there. We should be sitting at, I don't know, I lost track a long time ago. This is the next day, and apparently I'm not supposed to be out here, but I'm out here anyway. Sorry to my teacher if he's watching this. Got a shifter strapped to our transmission, so clutch in. Let's see. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and reverse. I feel engagement in all 6 spots. Now, the car still doesn't have an exhaust, so I can't fire it up right now, especially since I'm not supposed to be out here in the shop. That's gonna be a tomorrow kind of job. I wish I could have driven it today. I have heard this car with the exhaust off, and it sounds nasty, but I'm not doing that today. Things are looking bright at the moment, and just hope that the dolls doesn't go horribly wrong. I probably just jinxed it. All right, exhaust time. So the last time we put this exhaust in the car, we kind of just threw it together because I wanted it done, and we ended up with a massive exhaust leak in multiple places. So this time we decided to put it in piece by piece and make sure that everything fit up right. And it turned out pretty darn good. All right, exhaust is fully bolted back up. We gotta bolt this all the way down in just a minute, and then we can fire it up and test it. And we got David, his first solo video appearance. It's not zooming in on your face. There we go. David's been a huge help to me on this. I really could not have done it without him, so thank you, David. Also, this is a speed run. So we started at 8:10 and it's 9:30 right now. I don't feel like doing the math, but I'll do it later. I am profoundly disappointed. You ready, boys?
Are we ready?
I'll take it back to my gas light's on. We'll see which one of us makes it there.
Okay.
Maybe neither of us.
Yeah,
See
this
that?
will break down. You'll run out of gas.
Easter break is about to start, so me and my buddies are taking the Mustang back down to my house so I can sit down there and wait for parts and after Easter. Also, I never get to see this thing in motion, and it looks so cool. That's my car. I am really proud of my car, even though it's kind of a lemon. This video is a little bit of a letdown, but transmission speedrun number 2 coming eventually. Actually, pretty soon. Dude, that car looks so cool in motion. wonder what he just did back there. You hit second there.
Yeah.
Dude, heck yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly, you could just put it in neutral and let it roll down the hill. That's what I usually do.
let's roll down the hill all the way up.
All right, well, naturally, that was kind of disappointing, but that's okay because I have another transmission, and transmission speedrun number 2 is coming very, very soon. But how did we do on our speedrun portion of the video? We came out to about 6.5 hours total, which is not bad, which is faster than I think we've ever done it. But according to this little website that you might have heard of called ShopKey Pro, it is listed as only being 3.5 hours on the removal and installation time. Personally, I think that's a little crazy, but I think that might also be kind of fair. However, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get it down to 3.5 hours next time. My goal is 5 hours flat. So I guess we will have to see when we do it. So until then, if you guys enjoyed the video, consider hitting that like button. And if you enjoy my videos, please consider subscribing. Lots more Mustang content coming in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Bye-bye. Can you tell me why are you up here? What you doing? Sir, I'll take you to jail.
I have a weapon, you don't.
Whoa! Whoa!